years. So I love Orange County, and I love the people who take care of us in Orange County. So thank you, John. And John has a very hard job, and that is to protect us. You know, how do you protect somebody every day, everywhere, all the time? So his staff, his police force, has done a remarkable job as far as I know. You know, one little incident here in Orlando, being the tourist capital of the world, will be heard throughout the world. So then it will stop our tourists. It'll stop what we're enjoying here. All the jobs that are created here is partly because all the tourists that come here. So John has a really hard time, and I know he's going to talk about. And Orange County is also expanding. It's going left, right, north, south, east, west, and up as well. So making it even harder. I talked to John about 2 weeks ago, and I said, "What's the biggest challenge in Orange County?" He says, "The growth." And the growth was the challenge. And why the growth? Because he cannot find enough people to employ to work in here. So I found a solution. John. I think you should get people who are ex-military from other countries, bring them over here, work for 5 years, and then give them a green card if they're able to work in the police force for that long. There's a lot of people that want the green card, and you should choose the best. And military people from ex-military or ex-police force in different countries say, look, there's an opportunity here. You have to do the background check, you have to do the physical and all that, but I think there's a solution. I don't know how far that's going to go, but I think there's a solution.
I like it.
Anyway, with no more saying than that, let me give it to John here.
All right. Thank you, Suresh.
Thank you all for coming and attending and supporting, I would say, our Sheriff of Orange County, John Meena. Big round of applause to Sheriff for his work. And big round of applause to everybody who's here today. I want to introduce our host, Vinay Rama, who has some words for you. Vinay Rama, big round of applause. Thanks, Sheriff Meena, for hosting it here. Thank you, everyone, for being here. About a year ago, myself and some motel owners that owned motels less than 20 rooms in the hood, basically, in sort of high crime rate areas, myself and someone else just opened the door to talk to him because they were facing some issues, localized. We went to his office, and he was there, and he had us in his boardroom at the Sheriff County's office. And for 30 minutes, it was all good. He listened attentively. He listened with discipline. He listened to all the details. And then after 30 minutes, it was kind of going downhill in the sense they were bringing up issues that I felt could have been handled locally. So in my opinion, I was like, he's probably going to shoo us away at this point, Or in my opinion, I said, he probably should shoo us away, as a matter of fact. But he listened attentively. He spent time. He didn't shoo us away. He took the time. And that said a lot about him. I got to know him at that meeting, just to see his reaction to these folks that brought up genuine concerns, but frankly could have handled locally, but he listened. So we appreciate that. It's not an easy role, it's a hard role, and we appreciate the poise with which you execute your role. And you're genuine and sincere in your class act. I say that all the time. This event venue is also not yours, but this hotel is yours. Use us for anything you need for the community, and I say that not as lip service, but from the heart. So thank you. Also, please donate. We're here to fundraise. Let's pony up, and he needs our support. Thank you. Thank you, Mr. Vinay Rama. And we will all have an opportunity to come and take pictures. And if you want to say something, your feedback, you will have that opportunity as well. But at this time, I think we should hear the man of an hour, our Sheriff, John Meena.
Well, thank you, Prashant, and thank you, Mr. Rama, for hosting, and thank you, Suresh, for helping put this together. And I just want to first thank all of you for taking time out of your busy schedules to come here. I know that we're all busy, we all have places to be, but it means a lot to me. It really means a lot to me that you all showed up here at this hotel to support me. So a little bit about me first, for some who might not know who I am and how I came to be your Orange County Sheriff. So I served our country in the United States Army right out of high school, and I was stationed in Fort Bragg, North Carolina, and was then recruited by the Orlando Police Department. So I came here to Florida in 1990. I stayed with the Orlando Police Department for 28 years and did everything you can possibly do as a police officer: narcotics, criminal investigations, training, and even worked directly for then Chief Al Demings, who went on to be our U.S. Congressperson here in Orange County. So I rose all the way up through the ranks, and one of the things that I liked about that, I had all these people pushing me to go higher, to do more, and at each level I attained, as sergeant, lieutenant, captain, deputy chief, I liked it because I could affect more positive change. So when it came time to become chief, I was prepared for it. I wanted to do it. Then Mayor Buddy Dyer appointed me to be the police chief in Orlando in 2014. And so I loved being the chief of police in Orlando, and I was chief for almost 4 years. And I had planned on staying chief probably another 3 or 4 years at least. And at that time, right around 2017, 2018, I learned that the current sheriff of Orange County, who's now our mayor, Jerry Demings, was going to leave the sheriff's office to become mayor. So I kind of looked around and I said, well, who's going to be our sheriff? And I was like, well, I'm an Orange County resident. I've been an Orange County resident for all these years. And I'm the chief of the largest police department in Central Florida, the 4th largest in the state of Florida. So I felt like I was best equipped to run for sheriff, and I did, and I got a lot of community support. I got a lot of support from many of you in here in 2018. So I ran and successfully won, became your sheriff in 2018, and then since that was a special election, I took over half of his term. I had to run again in 2020 and won again, and now I'm up for re-election for 4 more years. So a lot of people don't really know this, but there are no term limits for the sheriff. You can stay as long as you want, as long as you get reelected. So I do want to talk about some of the great things that are going on in Orange County as it relates to crime and some of our initiatives. So the great news is, so in 2018, since I've been sheriff, crime in Orange County has decreased by 25%. 25%. I know many people are concerned about their homes, and that's their castle. In that same time period of the past 5 years, residential burglaries have decreased by 40%. 40% decrease in residential burglaries. So great news there. And a lot of people ask me, so how did you do that? Why does crime decrease? So to me, there's 4 things that help us prevent and reduce crime. One, that's the great men and women of the Orange County Sheriff's Office, the deputies who patrol your neighborhoods at risk to their own lives every single day. And while we're all asleep in our beds, they're patrolling our neighborhoods, taking care of us, keeping us safe, again, at risk to their own lives. And all the great arrests and investigations they make every single day. We arrest over 20,000 people a year here in Orange County, but that's a small percentage, right? We're 1.5 million strong, plus we have 75 million visitors coming here. So the second thing is community engagement. So we work very hard at the Sheriff's Office to engage in our community like never before, especially in some of those challenging communities where people have lacked trust in law enforcement. We go above and beyond to engage with them because it's the people that are going to call us and tell us what's going on